Next is Xavier Bicot.
Chris Holbrook first.
Oh, I'm sorry, Chris Holbrook. And then
And it's
Xavier is, if Xavier is in the room, you can come forward. Mr. Holbrook.
Hi, my name is Chris Holbrook. I'm the chair of the Libertarian Party of Minnesota. Libertarians support social understanding, financial responsibility, peace, and free markets made up of voluntary transactions. We have 10 city council members elected throughout the state representing 205,000 residents. The Libertarian Party of Minnesota calls for a full repeal of marijuana prohibition, as we have since our founding 48 years ago, the same year President Nixon declared the war on drugs, which is ineffective, unfair, and immoral. It started as a prohibition law in 1937 to protect corporate greed with government power and turned into a tool for racist political ambitions, admitted to by the Nixon administration. Just last year, the Minneapolis Police Department was caught targeting minorities in a low-level marijuana sting operation where 46 of 47 arrested were black men. The Libertarian Party supports legalization, but we oppose the provision that requires a permit to grow plants at home for personal use, as well as limiting that to 4 home plants. Truth be told, that is simply a permit to continue racism, sanctioned, warrantless raids of private property, and justification of government force. That is unfair to both citizens and police. No effective cannabis can be as harmful as doing jail time for using it. Lives are ruined in prison. America has an industrial prison complex holding 25% of the world's incarcerated people, with beneficiaries being prison owners and their unions. Mexican drug cartels get 60% of their funds from marijuana. Criminalization creates violence. The Libertarian Party also supports expungement. There are hundreds of people in jail in Minnesota for marijuana offenses. One of them is Steve Yang, serving a 74-month sentence for trying to buy and sell 250 pounds of marijuana to make a bunch of money to take care of his disabled family. In Minnesota, they gave him a long sentence for that. In the state of Washington, they'd give him a business license. The financial losses are obvious in Minnesota. We waste $2 million a year fighting marijuana activity, while in the 11 states that have legal recreational, they average $2 million of tax profit per week. Libertarian Party of Minnesota supports legalization, but we oppose taxation in general and strongly oppose the excessive 37% suggested in this bill. Cannabis should be taxed and regulated like anything else in your garden. It is immoral for the government to dictate what a private individual may grow and consume on his own land. We demand full legalization with no strings attached to start fixing the problems that government has created.
Thank you. Mr. Bicot, am I pronouncing that?
My apologies. I thought you had asked for Javier. I'm not Xavier.
Oh, Xavier. Xavier.
I am on the list. I can go ahead and speak if you'd like.
Why don't we hold you off until we got to go on the order. Is there a Xavier Bicot in the room? Guess not.